Okay, so a lot's happened since the last time I did this. I'm going to try and be as precise as possible. Everything I say is just me talking to you and myself at the same time. I don't have any notes written, nothing is planned. Same with the other podcast, we just get into it. So, the first thing I want to do is talk about Too Late. It's out now, been out for a couple of weeks, almost 2 weeks when I'm recording this. And I'm happy that it's out. I'm happy with what the project is because we got it done. I know it's gonna be the worst thing I've done. And that's not a bad thing because there was still bright spots in it as well as a lot of good things that I'm happy with about it. So, we're good. Um, I want to thank all of the cast who are involved in it. I want to thank all of the crew who were dotted around in different parts of it but didn't, it was too messy. There was too many reshoots. It didn't work out the way we wanted it to. But shout out to all of you guys. Um, got a lot of fake love, people that, weirdly enough, oh, congratulations on creating your first short film. But you're not going to watch it. That's strange to me. It's only 10 minutes. It's free. I don't understand that. I'm so happy, you're so. Then watch it. That's the most you can do for me right now. So do it. Give me real opinions and criticism, like whatever. Just watch it. Cool. I thought it was gonna do better than it's done because I do have a lot of connections, and I expected people to follow through on their word, which they have not. But that's okay. It doesn't make me feel like I'm in it alone. It just means that when I get there, do not try and come at me because you already know what it's gonna be. I got a lot of positive reactions. A lot of positive reactions. Everybody who understands what's gone into this, all of the challenges and stuff like that, the majority have been very positive. Um, I've got a lot of criticism, a lot of positive criticism from people that make sense to listen to, as well as a lot of criticism of people who do not know what they're talking about. And that is something that I need to work on because I found myself in a position where I have changed up my circle of friends recently to be a lot less people, just because I had to focus. And I tried to put too much on them. And it put us in an awkward position where at times they were overstepping. And it's important to talk about this. Not everybody is qualified to give opinions. Not everybody is able to help you in a way that they want to. And sometimes it actually just works against you. So I'm now understanding how to compartment certain things, and I'm trying to just be more coherent with who I go to for what, if that makes sense. Um, I've had a lot of negative criticism, some of it unjust, some of it fair, but these are things that I've criticized myself as well. The majority of it, things that I know I can fix for the next one. So I'm sure there'll be a new set of problems with that. I originally said there was going to be 10 films. Then I said there was going to be 5. And last week, the sequel, Snapshot, we started filming, but it was also cancelled. So Snapshot, the second part, was cancelled. Reason being, it's a large project. It's an unpaid project. And it's going to take a lot to keep a cast that big motivated. It is. I was unable to do that for everybody. So I found myself in a position where people were working harder than others. And it was difficult to manage that. Keeping in mind, I've still got other things going on. I have responsibilities, as does everybody. And yeah, it became a job within itself that I wasn't willing to take on. One of the things that I can take away from this whole experience is I may be just starting, but I understand now what it will take for me to get what I need to get better results. My pre-production, the rehearsals, so important, so very important. And in music videos, when I was doing them, there was so much I could leave to the day because my EXP points on that were mad. I have none in this, barely any, just from what I've done now. And I need more to get it done the right way at this point in time. So I've just had to change up a lot of what I'm doing in order to make sure that I get the results that I need. And the latest issue, well, let's just say, Snapshot will be happening now. We are restarting rehearsals this Tuesday, and I am so excited to get it done. I'm just excited to see everything come together that I do because this is all new to me at the same time. What else to say about Snapshot? We have returning characters, we have some new characters, and we have people that are no longer a part of the production for one reason or another. I am grateful to everybody that has contributed, and yeah, I just wish everybody peace and prosperity in the future. But that's a good way to segue into my next point, casting. One thing I learnt about Too Late, my process was not the same as what it was for Snapshot and then for my subsequent pieces that I am working on now, which I will touch on after this. Casting is still new to me as well, and the amount of people that have applied to be a part of the project was overwhelming for minor parts. There is so many talented people out there that I'm not going to be able to fulfill everybody, getting a part that they deserve, because there's more than one person that's deserving. It just happens to turn out the way it does sometimes, And with Snapshot, we've had people come in and out already in the process of trying to get this rebooted. And I'm at a point now where I understand I have to be very serious about the people that I involve in my projects. I can give you multiple examples of this. Not everybody is going to be as serious as you are about what your priority is. And there are people that want it, don't necessarily want it bad enough, or people that want it but don't understand the importance of the things that you see as important. So, for example, I now know that rehearsals, yeah, it sounds silly, I know, rehearsals are so important, and being ready before shoot day, comfortably ready, is so important. We didn't have that for Too Late. I'm trying to eliminate that moving forward with all of my projects, so that's one less thing to think about. I don't want to keep doing reshoots anymore or anything like that. And I didn't realize that cast members would see it this way, because here's the catch. These are talented people, very talented people, who have other things to do, maybe better things to do with their time even. But it doesn't change the fact that that is what I need. So I have become very see the red flag, run away every single time. The main thing that has been an issue for me is communication. Communication has been an issue with so many people, and the communication you would think is like on some mad major scale, but it's not. I have a job, I have children, I have other responsibilities, and I still find the time when I have the time to prioritize communicating with people. What I mean by that is I'm not expecting for you to reply to me on the minute, on the hour, but I'm sure you check your phone at least once a day. If days go by and you do not communicate with me, we ain't working together. It's not happening. I'm starting a few more short film projects, and I do hope to work with the same people again, but in the immediate future, I kind of want to cast the net a little bit wider to expand the pool of people that I work with. One of the projects is called Strawberry Manana. The inspiration behind it, I wouldn't say it was inspiration, it was more, okay, it was. Renee Nicole, the song Strawberries, Old song. Sometimes you're bitter, sometimes you're sweet. I feel the same way about you and me. I literally was just playing it, and then it was like, bingo, wrote the idea in less than 2 hours, and then I casted for it, and the response was amazing. Over 400 applicants, quality applicants. And that's not to take away from the people that were involved in Too Late, because most of them could easily be in it. You know, it's also to do with, are they right for the role? It's not about how talented you are. It's about if you're right for the role. Even in this short space of time, in the last 3 days, I've already recasted 2 characters already. Just like that. Because I'm seeing a gripe within the communication. That doesn't work for me. No. The way I kind of structure my projects is we're not doing in-person rehearsals because people are all over the gaff. We're doing Zoom rehearsals, and I'm looking for a commitment of 2 to 3 hours a week, spread over the week, in the evenings, you know, and it's an agreed rehearsal between everyone. It's not me saying, this is when we're doing it, you need to be with it. No, it's like, when is everybody free? Da, 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 da. And yeah, turns out some people think that they can just not do that. Turns out other people feel like it's not necessarily important, but I do. So if you're unable to do that, you can't be a part of my production. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It just means, as is my production, and that's what I feel comfortable with, that's the way it needs to go. I know most of you are thinking logically, I am right, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, you know, I am not the best. I am still learning, and I'm not even paying any of these people. So I understand why, like, you know, I'm asking a lot, but that's what I'm asking, and I'm not going to shy away from it or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to do that. I know what I need. I've made it clear to you what I need, and you've agreed to that, so I will hold you accountable. Moving beyond that, there's a few other projects that I'm working on. Another one called Waiting in Vain. I just can't remember the rest of them off the top of my head, but I am working on a few. The plan is, I've been writing more stories this week. I plan to put out the cast in there. Next week, I'm going to be developing scripts. I've already started developing a couple of them. I need to refine the script for Strawberry Manana because the talent that I have on this, I mean, sheesh. I need to get better now. And I am going to. I appreciate being challenged constantly in a good way by the people I'm working with. I got some ride or dies out of this as well, you know. Like, it's been an amazing experience for me, and like, these people are going to be in my life for the foreseeable future because I don't know what life holds. That's why I'm not going to say forever, because I'm going to die someday. But yeah, right now, I'm really enjoying the journey. I wish it wasn't as difficult with communicating with people and stuff like that, but you know, it is what it is. We do what we can. Yeah, I've also learned nobody is ever going to try and style on me again. There is no way. There is no way whatsoever. Our lives will continue without each other, so we will do that before you try violate me. It is not going to happen. I found myself in a position where I'm able to articulate myself a bit better. May not be all the way better, but it's a bit better. And I find myself saying similar things to different people. And I'm just like, there are a lot of talented people out there that are in their own ways. Like, they're in their own way. Like, the reason they are going to be successful is not because they're not talented. Did I even say that correct? The reason they are not going to be successful is because they're in their own ways. Like, it's not just about the talent, it's the work that goes with it. It's the time, it's the effort, it's all of those other things, the tangibles. And it's just like, you know what? I ain't the most talented. I'm working on it though. And I'm seeing a resonance with people that have that level of desire and passion to get things done. Like, some of the things that cast members sacrifice to even be a part of Too Late, I'm just like, I personally wouldn't have done that for something that was this, but they did, and it showed me so much about them, as well as taught me humility and understanding what it is I need to do better. Like, there's so much I have to work on. And also, it's kept me on my toes, because it's like, if you're willing to put in that work, I need to be doing more than you. So I need to pattern up ASAP. ASAP. And now I'm in a position where I would say I have some new friends, you know. Um, we weren't talking necessarily every day, but we were talking every day when the projects were on. Like, we was working, and it's been fun. I really appreciate it. And I plan to just, I have goals for the rest of July and August as well. I plan to publish quite a few more pieces on YouTube. By the end of the year, I want to get to at least 15 pieces. I don't know what that looks like in terms of schedule, but I know right now I have I have 4 pieces that I am working on. One of them being Snapshot, Strawberry Manana, Waiting in Vain, and The Last Time. That's another one. So I'm planning to schedule shoot dates throughout August as well as into September for those pieces, and just have things running so the schedule isn't too taxing for anybody. But we're going to keep pressing forward. We're going to see things come to fruition. I've also had the idea, and remember, I said this first, yeah, because I know people are going to come and bite my thing, but it's calm because I am the originator, yeah? Remember that. I'm going to be doing improv sessions with the actors in character post-release on Zoom, of course. And I think it's going to be an interesting exploration. I plan to do that as my productions get bigger, and I think it's like fan service. It's like fan service because we, in this age of like access, we desire that. We want more. You know how like certain shows have tell-alls and stuff like that. It's like, that's cool. It's really cool. I want to do something like that as well. You thought I was gonna do something else there, but yeah, literally, I want to go beyond the piece, because the amount of questions I have gotten about the piece, it's like, I wish the guys could tell you themselves, but then also I have to be a bit guarded about it and ambiguous, because I don't want to give things away for the following parts. The other things that I'm working on, though, I'm going to be honest with you, I expect them to have sequels as well, because even the energy I'm getting already from my casts, I'm just like, wow, like, we're definitely going to carry this forward, because, yeah, again, the commonality is pain in the majority of my pieces. I just want to have stuff that we can relate to, something a bit raw, and also leaning into the fact that there is no budget behind it, you know. I'm just trying to give people an opportunity to showcase their talents, and I feel like we are definitely going in that direction. I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. I know there is so much I still have to learn, but I feel like I'm in a much better position than I was in last week, better than I was when I started this, and I don't feel like I'm a pretender anymore. The validation I've gotten from people wanting to be a part of my projects, as well as taking on the things I'm saying, as well as some people not taking on the things that I'm saying, and me understanding that they're not there, that's just shown me, you know, this is who I am now. I also had another idea that came out of something a little bit strange yesterday. I was on my way home from work in Maidvale, and I saw 3 black boys being stopped by 3 white officers, 2 males and 1 female. And I'm the type to keep myself to myself, because I don't want no problems. Excuse me. I don't want any problems. But I just found myself, I couldn't even move my feet. I just stopped and I was just watching. I was watching as they harassed them. Like, literally, I just thought to myself, like, this is all my black men out there. I'm saying black men because, you know, even young boys, you're still going through it, but we've been through these things, and when you get to a point where you learn how to navigate dodging these things so they're not a regular situation, you kind of lose sight of the fact that it is still very real. So for me, it was just like, even in Maida Vale, this is happening. I know it's right around the corner from the hood, but like, what the cool. I started to think to myself. I did an Instagram live, but I took it down because I was too emotional about it when I was talking about it. But the emotions is channeled now. These boys were wearing typical stuff. The question is, what's the difference between a roadman and a normal person, like a civilian? What is the difference? They all shop in JD. They all look the same. They all watch the same music videos. They all have the same aspirations. It's like you're being discriminated against for being urban. For being urban. Let that sink in, people. We are in a day and age where people are being stopped because of the clothes they wear. Not just the color of their skin, but the clothes that they wear. It's a ridiculous time. And there needs to be a reform, not just in our mindsets, but in our culture, in our institutes and stuff like that. I spoke to the boys when the police let them go, and the best word to use is intimidated. They were recounting their experience they'd just gone through, and they were in shock. They said it's regular, but at the same time, it's like it was too much for them, and they didn't know how to handle themselves. They didn't know their rights. They didn't know any of that stuff, and it's like, we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect ourselves. And that's not me saying, it's not a race. It's not that. What I'm saying to you is there is a lack of education and understanding of what the culture actually is. Because I know for a fact in the attire of a civilian and a roadman, there is no difference. The ganja smell might be different or something. But then again, what's the difference between a user and a seller? What are we doing here? I'm sure there's bigger crimes happening in the world. I mean, come on, like, let's be serious about this. Like, I literally found myself in a position where I was like, you can be discriminated against for the clothes you wear. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And that's not even parading or anything like that. That's literally that's just a neat fit. That's just J's. That's just Hoodrich. That's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. That's a part of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to dilute the negative stereotypes so we don't have to go through these things. I know this might not be the biggest part of the fight or anything like that, but this is a part that I can play, and I'm going to do that. I didn't want to get into anything too controversial yet, so I won't. But the time will come when I will start to challenge those ideas, and I want to get to a point where the audience is large enough so I can make an impact on a large enough scale to start to shift the culture. And even if I don't, I'm saving my pennies. Google Ads will provide. We're gonna make sure we get to a few markets and start to make a difference. I now find myself, another thing that I didn't realize is this is bigger than just media. I'm talking to more people and finding out there are many people that share many of the sentiments I have, and I need to speak to more people. I need them to understand what my mission is. I need more people behind it so I can get to a point where I can start to be a representation of some of the people and some of the ideas and push the needle. I need to get to that point. And I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to seek out opportunities to talk to people, and I'm going to continue to change the world. I'm not sure if you guys have seen my Instagram. I put up a post, an appreciation post from somebody else, and I felt like that was flowers. And I didn't share it on a boasting thing. It was more like my Instagram's a diary of my journey. So in a year's time from now, in 5 years from now, I can scroll back and be like, I came from that to this. Anything's possible. And if I can scroll back, other people can scroll back, and they can witness the journey, like they was right there. And then my boys, and when they get older and they have their, like they can see a piece of me in this too. Like, it's important. I found my purpose. You know, that's where I'm at with this, and I'm just ready to take it to another level. I've got a few things underway. I'm not gonna be releasing Snapshot as quickly as I wanted to. I apologize for that, but it's real life. Things happen. And now I'm in a position where I'm just going to keep on going. And when it's time, it's time. When it feels right, it feels right. And we'll get it done. I'm probably going to end up putting up another podcast episode before I put up anything else, because nothing's going to get done in time. Strawberry Mañana is meant to be shot on the 31st of July. So I'm hoping to have that out in the second week of August. That might be my next release. I wanted to have continuity on my YouTube. It might be a lull period, but I know after that there's going to be Snapshot will be coming out. Waiting in Vain will be in process. The last time, and I mean, I've got other things. I mean, I wrote another story today. It's a thriller. Ooh. It's excuse me. It's a tough one. The ideas are getting bigger. I'm getting ahead of myself again, so I need to reel that in and remember where I'm at in the Zero Budget Warrior. So you need to take a couple seats. But yeah, the ideas are still coming. They're flowing. Nothing is by force. We're good. We're just going to keep on going, and hopefully we will get to regularity by August times. So it's going to be a little bit quiet from me. There's going to be a bit more pre-production stuff in the foreseeable month, but afterwards we can be loud about the things that we finished, and we can keep on going from there. And the reason I say we is because people need to understand, although I'm doing a lot, none of this is possible without the people I'm working with, and I appreciate them. I've met some really cool people recently as well. Not that the people from Tulane are cool, but it's nice meeting new people, you know. And I've met some local people as well. Northwest Stand Up. You know, I am going to do a love story set in Northwest with Northwestians. I don't even know what the term is, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I want to do something like in the ends, from the ends, because there's nothing in it. So yeah, we're definitely doing that. I do want to do a musical, black musical in the ends as well. I want to put us back on the map, to be honest. When were we on the map? But I want to, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, there's a few more things going. Tomorrow is my last day of story writing for a while. Then it's just going to be script development, and we're going to keep on going from there. To all my friends who are upset at me for not having time for them, I'm not sorry. I chose this because I know what I want. And if you're really my friend, you will understand it, you will support me, and you will be ready for when I do have the time again. Or you move on. But either way, you can't be mad at me for this. I'm doing what I can in it. So it is what it is. I hope you guys have had a blessed couple of weeks since the last one. I hope you have blessed weeks to come. I hope you learn from your challenges and your adversity, and I hope we all grow. And I will catch you on the other side.